Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then you probably don't know that I do booktube videos, and that's because I haven't made one in 2 months. So what basically happened with my June and July TBR is that they didn't happen. I barely read in June, I barely read in July. With the wedding and everything, it was just not gonna happen. So I have been keeping track of what I've been reading over the summer just on a piece of notebook paper. It's very small, but at the end of the summer I will do a summer reading wrap up and we can talk about what I've read or want to read into the fall, because I got a bunch of spooky new reads. Which brings me to today's video, which is a book haul. I have been saving up for a book haul. I got 14 books I think here, so it's a pretty big one, all from either Amazon, Books A Million, or I think that was it. I don't think I got any from Barnes & Noble. I don't think so. So let's discuss what I got. The first book I got is the first book in her Royal Spinous mystery series. I actually have another one of these books, but it's like book 9. I didn't know it was a series at the time when I bought it. So I want to get the rest of the series so I can read the whole thing and finally get to that book that I've had on my shelf. So this is by, I think you pronounce this Rays, like Rays of Sunshine, Rays Brown. And this is the story of Lady Victoria Georgina Charlotte Eugene, and she is 34th in line for the crown, and basically with that she's not really considered like real royalty. So she's broke, and the queen calls upon her to spy on her son because she doesn't think that he's doing things a person of the throne should be doing. So she basically is in disguise and going on these spy missions. It just seems like a really nice light read. I mean, the print is fairly big and it's written in, it looks like it's supposed to be the 30s. So I kind of like mystery books that take place in a time where it seems like spies and all of that was much more like gadgety than it is now with technology. So I am very excited to start the series, and hopefully we'll get all of them so I can fill up my mystery shelf on my bookshelf. Then I completed the Dead Is series. I got the rest of the 8 books. I literally thought this was the 4th book. It's not. I have the 4th book. So the 5th book is Dead Is Not an Option. If you guys don't know, this is my favorite book series. It is about Daisy. She is a psychic, and so are her sisters Poppy and Rose and her mom. And her dad has been missing, but it is her senior year of high school, and where the last one left off, this one just picks right up. I won't really give you too much of a synopsis on this series because I would have to ruin the end of the 4th book. But this is the next one. So Dead Is Not an Option. They all say Dead Is, so if you go like Dead Is series on Amazon, you can find them. Then you have Dead Is a Battlefield. Dead Is a Killer Tune. There's a lot that goes on with this band in the book, so if you're into like music and stuff like that, it might be up your alley. And Dead Is Just a Dream is book 8, which it also said it has a exclusive short story inside. So this one's pretty small. I think this just is like a wrap-up book. But yeah, I love the covers. They're so cute. Like this one has the sugar skull on it. You have a guitar. You have a microphone that's dripping blood. This ring is dripping blood. Is there blood on the guitar? Oh yeah, there's blood coming off the guitar. And then there's blood coming out of the eyeball there. So yeah, this is a great series. They're quick reads. I'll probably fly through them in like a week or so. So I got all these. Next, I got the book version of Hocus Pocus. If you guys don't know what Hocus Pocus is, where have you been? Why are you on my channel? Like, Hocus Pocus is an amazing cult classic movie. It is a Disney movie. It's always on Halloween. Like, it's so good. It's such a good story. The Sanderson sisters come back and they wreak havoc. It's such a good story. I know the story like front to back, in and out, but I wanted to get the book version. And this one also contains the sequel. So the original one happened in the 90s, the sequel's happening in present day, and I think the Sanderson sisters look different based on the back. Like, I think this is supposed to be them, and this was them the first time, like the iconic big hair of Bette Midler. So I'm very interested to see which one this is like. So yeah, Hocus Pocus and the all new sequel, and it's hardcover, and it was pretty cheap. I think it was on sale for like $8 or something. Then I got a whole new series that I had on my wish list for a while. This is the Delirium, Pandemonium, and Requiem series, and they look like this. They're very metallic. So the first book is Delirium, Pandemonium, and Requiem. So this is about, I forget what the girl's name is, Lena, and basically she lives in a dystopian world. I am not a dystopian type reader, but this one seems to be less about the world she lives in, more about how she interacts with it, which is more of my style of dystopia. But it takes place in a dystopian United States where love has been labeled as a dangerous virus, and when you turn 18 they remove your ability to love from you, and she is very excited to get that ability removed. So they undergo a procedure called the cure, and she's living with her aunt and uncle and cousins in Portland. So she's very excited to live just a predictable life, but then she meets a boy who lives off the grid, of course. So she's only 17 when she meets him, so she hasn't had the procedure yet. You can see where this is going. I'm excited for some angsty YA romance. So that is what we have going on here, and there's 3 books, so I have a feeling I'm going to get too emotionally invested. Then I got Seafire, which, if I recall correctly, yes, this is about a warrior pirate who is female. You have my attention. Where her parents have been killed by warriors and her brother has been kidnapped, and now she is going across the seas to seek revenge with her all-female pirate crew. I'm ready. Like, I think it's great. Like, they were killed by a corrupt leader, and now she has to go across these dangerous seas and captain her own ship with a crew of girls and women just like her who have lost their families and homes because of the corrupt ruler and his men. So I think this is going to be a great, great read. I am very excited. It seems like it's going to be very fast-paced, and this is a series, so this is the very beginning. Then I got A Girl of Fire and Thorns. This is also a series. This is about a girl. She's always felt powerless. Now it's her 16th birthday. She has become a secret wife of a king, and there are other people coming to kidnap her. They want her, and she finds out that she is more powerful than she thought. So this is a series I'm excited to read. It seems kind of fantasy, like there's some magic involved. I'm very interested to see where this goes. I think a lot of people have read this on BookTube, but I haven't, so I'm interested to read it. Then I've already started reading this book. I'm over 100 pages in. If you've ever watched any of my BookTube videos, you're probably not surprised. I got Legendary, the sequel to Caraval, aka my all-time favorite book. I can't wait to do a wrap-up of this book. It's so good already. This is from the Donatella's point of view, Scarlet Sister. So unlike the first one, you're hearing the other side, not of the same story, but of a different story, and they're playing Caraval again, which is so exciting. You hear more about Dante. If you've read the first one, you haven't got around to the second one, or you didn't know there was a second one, go buy this now. It's so amazingly good. It's so fast-paced already, like 100 pages in. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm like 150 pages in, and I'm already like I want to get to the end so quickly. So I'll probably read this after I edit and upload videos, but it's so good. It's only night 1. I'm only on night 1, and so much has happened. You find out more about their mom. You find out that some of the stuff from the beginning was not as it seems, as everything is with Caraval. I'm so excited. So yeah, this book, amazing already. Then I got A Court of Shadows, which is a House of Furies novel. I do have House of Furies, and there is a second one called Tomb of Ancients, or I'm sorry, a third one called Tomb of Ancients. So basically, this girl has settled all that she has at the House of Furies, and now she is moving on and trying to find her place but again, it gets very dark and spooky and scary. So I think I will read this more towards like September, October, when I'm feeling the like thriller, murder mystery, general vibes. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one, and also the next one looks really good. So I'm very excited. I'll have to get the third one in paperback, as you do, so all the covers match. But yeah, there's like a man who comes into her life who she's allegedly related to, and he's got like a pretty wicked plot going on. So I'm very excited. These pages like inside, like, can you get any more beautifully autumn witchy amazingness? And then this one might make no sense to any of you why I bought it, and total sense to some of you. So I got Kingdom of Ash. I don't own any of the other books in the Throne of Glass series. I do want to get them and read them, but I want them in hardcover, and this one was $6. It was on sale because if you can see here, the cover's kind of crinkly and there's like a scuff mark on the top, but all of the Kingdom of Ash books looked like this, so I'm thinking it was like a damaged package. But I really don't know a lot about this series because I really want to read it. So I've been avoiding like reviews and spoilers, even though I know it's kind of older, but I know it's about like a female assassin. So I'm down. But because it was only $6 as opposed to the regular $20 for this, right? Yeah, $20 for a hardcover, I thought I would get it for $6 and just get the rest later as I find them. So I'm not going to read this anytime soon because I don't have the other ones, but maybe I will order the rest of the set. And I definitely want to get A Court of Thorns and Roses and all of those books. So that is it. I got 14 books. I have a lot of reading to do. I definitely am going to finish Legendary soon and do a wrap up. My summer reading wrap up hopefully will get better here. I'm hoping to read like at least 2 more books before the end of summer, and then school starts again. So I'll probably be reading more just because I'll be more focused and less, like I won't be out of town as much and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this booktube video. I promise I'm coming back to booktube, but I will not stop with the makeup and everything else. So thank you so much if you watched the end of this long rambly video, and I will see you in the next one.